Hello guys! Today I'll be checking out this video called I tried first class on Finland's tilting high-speed train. This sounds very fascinating just from the title. And as you can see in the description, by the way, the channel is Superalbs Travels. I don't know what this is gonna be about, if it's a channel about trains. We're gonna find that out. In the description it says that it's a Pendolino S220. Okay? Pendolino are Italian trains, so I will feel very attacked if this video is not good, if the train is not good. No, I'm just kidding, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, let's check out this video. It's gonna be very interesting. Without any further ado, let's watch it!
This is Finland's only high-speed train, the troubled VR Pendolino.
The only high-speed train? Really? You only have one? Can do it.
We'll be looking into the difficult history of these tilting express trains where they struggled to survive harsh winters, and discover what it's like to ride on them today as I show you inside this train's first class, while checking out the onboard restaurant service. So join me for a ride through Finland on the country's problematic.
I gotta be honest, I have never been first class in anything in my whole life, so I don't know. I don't have any comparison options. I always try the cheapest option there is.
High-speed train. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here in Helsinki, Finland's capital city, and I'm going to be travelling with VR Finnish Railways on board one of their Pendolino trains to Turku. I've booked myself into the Ekstra Class seating today, so I'm looking for...
Wait, Finland to Turku, that shouldn't take too long, right? Maybe high speed it would be about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half.
To seeing how Finnish Railways perform in their premium seating area. Let's go. Welcome to Helsingin Parautattiasema, or to use the English translation, Helsinki Main Station.
I mean, he couldn't pronounce Helsinki in the right way. He said Helsinki, but the Parautattiasema was pretty good. I mean, probably better than mine. So yeah, kudos, great job.
Let's waste no time at all and head inside using these classic wooden doors.
Yeah, it looks so fancy.
Let's waste no...
Bro, what? This looks like doors to some fancy building or whatever.
No time
That's
at all
crazy.
And head inside using these classic wooden doors. Now I just love the station in Helsinki.
Wow.
It's a perfect combination of old times design and modern functionality. Just look at the entrance hall.
Amazing. Look at the chandeliers. Oh my god, this is the coolest train station ever.
The main station building features a decent supply of shops and food outlets.
Yeah,
You'll find some regular
everywhere.
convenience stores and a few coffee shops around too. There's even a proper bar, and whilst the location is great, you certainly pay a high price.
I mean, 8.30 for an IPA beer, I guess that's kind of the standard in Finland. Or am I wrong?
By the way, this station also has a ticket office, but as I bought online, I didn't visit this. There are 2 departure boards in the main hall, one for local trains and one for long-distance traffic. My train is S955, the 1336 service for Turku. Right, let's head out to the platforms. My train is planned to depart from platform 11, and as you can see, there's nothing here just yet. But that gives us plenty of opportunity to look around and see the other trains. Most long-distance services in Finland are operated with these positively massive double-deck trains.
Yeah, double-deck trains are the best.
These sets are loco-hauled, with the country having a large fleet of modern electric locomotives. You can often see a lineup of these at Helsinki station. This fleet runs all over the country, with daily services departing for well above the Arctic Circle. Needless to say, they are built to handle the toughest of winters. Helsinki also has a reasonably sized commuter railway network, featuring 4 lines mostly served by these modern Stadler flirt units.
They are quite flirts. Come on, look how beautiful this train is. Come on. Look at this. Any Pendolino will fall in love with this beautiful train. Come on.
4 lines, mostly served by these modern Stadler
And I really like the old school clock right here. Come on. Oh, you can see it. Fuck, my big face is covering it. Okay. You can see it right here. I mean, there's the regular clock on top. And then there's this cool looking old style clock over there. That was pretty cool. That was really cool. I love it.
flirt units. By the way, Finland's railways use a 1524mm track gauge, just 4mm more than the very similar Russian gauge, but considerably larger than a standard European train would use.
What does it mean?
Until
What is the
recently,
difference?
there were frequent departures.
Allegro. I mean, that's pretty perfect because allegro in Italian means happy, you know? So since Finland is the happiest country in the world, it would make sense that they would import happy trains.
From Helsinki that went to Russia. Most trains were Allegro services to St. Petersburg. But there was also a daily sleeper train to Moscow, known as Tolstoy.
Oh!
These services have now both ceased for obvious reasons.
Yes, I'm sure that all of these trains have seen both war and peace. You know, quote unquote. Oh my god, basta. I'm too many dead jokes today.
The Allegro trains were unique in that they were designed for a gauge they never ran on, 1522mm. This allowed them to use both Finnish and Russian tracks without the need for time-consuming and complex gauge-changing procedures. Finland is also a fully bilingual country, with Finnish and Swedish both having a...
What? Helsingfors? Is that how they call Helsinki over in Sweden? I don't like it. Helsingfors. I don't like
official
it.
status. Therefore, all railway signage is in both languages, but almost everything is in English too. Eventually, my Pendolino train arrives at Helsinki station. It's operated by Valtion Rautatiet, translated as State Railways, but usually shortened to VR. The company has a fleet of 17 6-car units, which are used on long-distance routes around the country. These trains date back to the early 1990s, with their tilting technology and high-speed running expected to revolutionise rail travel in Finland. However, by winter, this plan was falling apart, as the train couldn't handle the cold weather. The couplings and tilting system in particular were known to struggle. Many years on, in 2006, the then CEO of VR Group stated that the Pendolino fleet was causing serious image problems for the company due to the unacceptable reliability. However, in the years since this statement, multiple upgrades have been made to the troubled parts of the train, and nowadays they are at least a little bit more reliable.
I mean, of course, you Finns are the best at taking something and make it better, you know, fix it and make it convenient to your situation. That's something that I really appreciate about Finland.
Well, I don't think these units will win any awards for their appearance, but let's get on board and find my seat for today's trip. I'm travelling in VR's Ekstra Class today, which is what they call first class. It's quite a step up to the train, but these units are also fitted with wheelchair lifts if needed. Ekstra Class is in a 2+1 layout, as you'd expect for a first class product. My seat will be number 7, a rear-facing window seat. Today's route will see us heading through southern Finland.
Oh, that's really... Wow! I thought Turku was closer to Helsinki. Basically, almost in Sweden. Wow. I didn't know it was that far.
Riding west from the capital over to the major city of Turku. The journey is scheduled to take 1 hour and 58 minutes to cover 190 kilometers, or about 118 miles. We end up
I think that's pretty much the distance between Turin and Milan.
departing on time at 13:36, heading north out of Helsinki's terminal
So it's
station.
not too far. Do people also take a plane will fly from Helsinki to Turku? I don't know. I feel like Yeah. How long would it take the flight actually? Maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. I think it's probably just better to take a bus or a train or just drive.
It's only around 5 minutes later that we're pulling into Pasila, the first station on the route out of Helsinki. It serves as an alternative to Helsinki's main station and is intended to ease overcrowding at the busy terminus. It also has a nearby car loading station just north of the platforms, allowing passengers to load their car onto an overnight train there and then board their sleeping carriage back here.
That's so cool!
Now let's take a look around the interior here in Ekstra Class. We'll start off with the seats. These are in a hard-wearing brown cloth design, which I think looks smart.
Looks
The
smart!
base cushion is very well padded, and with a firm backrest, this results in a comfy and ergonomic seat. There's also a head cushion, though I found this to be too bulky, meaning it uncomfortably pushed my head forwards. Between seats, you can find a large folding armrest. Beside the seat cushion, you can find a lever for the recline, though strangely, this recline was airline style, and means you lean into the space of the person behind. This also means that seats next to the wall have limited recline, so be careful when choosing a seat. All details about window alignment and surroundings can be clearly seen when making your booking on VR's easy-to-use website. Legroom on this train is fantastic, with plenty of room even for longer journeys. You can also find an adjustable footrest for more comfort. Above this is a little net for storing your smaller items. And of course, a seat back table can be folded down from the seat in front. This provides a well-sized surface for working on, and 4 little notches to hold a drink in place. On the wall, there are 2 European-style plug sockets. This works out as 1 per passenger, but the aisle seat passenger's cable will have to stretch past the window seat passenger. Next to this is the bin bag, a typical feature of trains in Nordic countries, instead of
yeah, we don't have that here in Italy. We don't have that.
having an actual bin.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Meanwhile, back outside, we're speeding through the countryside of southern Finland. The top speed of these Pendolino trains is 220 kilometers an hour, but this is only possible to achieve on a short section of track heading north.
Course.
Most of the route to Turku is limited to between 120 kilometers an hour and 160 kilometers an hour.
Hey, that's not bad.
Each of these Pendolino trains is equipped with 6 toilets, located at the end of each carriage. These were in really good condition for the entire journey. This soap dispenser was empty, but luckily the other one was working.
Yeah, they're always empty.
As was the water. And the hand dryer. One of the benefits of Ekstra Class is the complimentary tea and coffee. This is self-service, with the facilities located in the centre of the carriage.
Oh, you can just get it. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god. This is so cool.
You can also find free bottles of drinking water.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I mean, I haven't taken a first class train, so I have no idea what I'm even talking about. But yeah, I don't know if they will give it for free to you here in Italy.
I helped myself to a pussite, which translates as tea bag. It was a very cold day, so this was definitely what I needed. This journey was going perfectly until we came grinding to a halt in the middle of nowhere. At this point, I was almost expecting to hear that the train had broken down, as they have many times in the past.
Oh.
Well, let's take this opportunity to have a look at the onboard restaurant service. Menu cards are provided at all seats, though to my knowledge, you do have to go to the restaurant car if you want to order. This is located in coach 3, towards the middle of the train. On the way there, we can take a look at the Eco Class, which is what VR calls its second class. This is in a slightly less...
I remember when I took the train from Vienna to Prague, oh my god, the prices on board if you wanted to get some food were ridiculously cheap. I mean, I was there thinking, what the actual fuck? You could get like the 33 centiliter beer for about 70 cents. There was like huge sandwiches, even sushi. They even had sushi. They will give you the supermarket sushi for about 4 to 5 euros or something like that. I think even cheaper maybe. And then there was also like the huge sandwiches, like the ones that you find in the how to say, oh my god, I don't know how to call those places. Like when you go to the there's like a bar that also makes sandwiches and they are all exposed, you know, those ones that they're pretty big and they costed like maybe 2 to 4 euro. Was averaging from 2 to 4 euro. It was really insane, and the trip was quite cheap as well. So yeah, it was really crazy. So if you are ever in Vienna, you want to take the train to Prague, come on, don't buy anything before, just buy on the train. It's super cheap.
Spacious 2+2 layout, but still looks pretty good. This carriage features the dedicated wheel.
Wait, how old is this video that everyone is wearing COVID masks? Oh, 2002. Wait, what? December 20, 2023? So many people were still wearing masks in Finland. Was it still mandatory?
Chair and pushchair area too, as well as the accessible toilet.
Oh, so cute, the kid.
And here we are at the restaurant. One half of the carriage consists of seating around tables, where you can sit down to enjoy a proper onboard meal.
Oh,
while the
so
other
nice.
half features
Too
a
many
standing
people,
area
though.
with a counter. You can find a good selection of snacks on display here, but a choice of proper meals is available too. I've left a link to the menu in the description.
Ooh, this looks so good.
As I had already eaten, I went for the lemon muffin and
Lemon
a little bit of
muffin?
chocolate. This cost €3.40, which seems like a reasonable price for Finland,
Yeah.
especially on a train.
Any train.
After a few minutes
It's
of
reasonable.
waiting, we're informed that there is overrunning engineering works, as the staff make what is possibly the most honest announcement in railway history to explain how long we'll be waiting.
That will take, well, nobody knows how long, but hopefully not so long.
We end up leaving.
I mean, and the crazy thing is that whenever that happens in Italy, that basically is anytime I take a train, they never tell you anything. Like the train might be cancelled, they will tell you, oh, you need to get off. They will never tell you why that was. It's really frustrating. That's why so many people hate taking trains in Italy. So yeah, I feel bad for you coming to Italy and try to take a train.
Here
I will be
around
checking
half
a train
an hour
next week,
after
by
we
the way.
arrived. 10 minutes later, we arrive in Tukkari station. This region is one of the few in Finland that has a Swedish-speaking majority, with 66% calling it their native language. Compare that to the rest of Finland, where just 5% speak Swedish as their native language. Finland is a truly beautiful country no matter what time of year you visit it. I visited in winter, and by the next day, the entire area was coated in a thick layer of snow.
This is so
But despite
cool.
just missing out on that, there was still an amazing sunset on offer. Though if it's too bright, you can use the effective sunblinds, like so. If you want more light, then there are individual reading lights located above your seat.
Sorry.
This is helpful, as the train has a very relaxed ambience, with subdued, warm lighting. An insane supply of coat hooks is available, with 4 located at the end of each window, and an additional one on the edge of each seat. Luggage storage can be found above seats, in the overhead luggage racks, as well as a few luggage stacks dotted throughout the train. Wi-Fi is available, and passengers here in Ekstra Class get a dedicated network.
Okay.
The speeds were reasonable, though I didn't check to see if it was actually any faster than the rest of the train.
Probably it wasn't.
Now on to how much this journey cost, and I think this will surprise you. I bought my ticket just 10 days in advance, and booked this first class ride for just €29.90.
I mean, Just 29.90 to me sounds like a lot of money. I'm not too sure what is the difference with other trains or buses, but I know that no, wait, actually, because whenever I go to Milan, I take the train, and it's about 100 kilometers from my place. No, wait, less. It's actually less. No, wait, no. Yeah, it's about 100 kilometers. Sorry. And I pay 10 euro. But this is double. So I guess from Turin to Milan, I never checked actually, because I never went from Turin to Milan. I usually go to either Turin or either Milan. What the fuck was that? Milan. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that much. But probably if you buy the first class ticket, it's gonna be about the same price. So yeah, okay. That was worthless. Sorry. I don't know. Let me know what is the price for the second class ticket, the regular ticket. Hopefully it would tell us.
Finland is generally an expensive country, but its railways are consistently excellent value for money, and this trip was no exception. After about 2.5 hours...
Yeah, but I want to know, how much does it cost? I mean, it's just a 2 hours drive, so, or 2.5, so it's might as well just take the shittiest seat, come on.
We finally pull into Turku station, which is very basic for such a major city of 200,000 people.
Turun para... Yeah, I can see it.
Arrival at Turku is 29 minutes late, entirely due to the overrunning engineering works. Overall, I was very impressed with Finland's high-speed train. When it works, it's a really pleasant train to ride, and I wouldn't hesitate to try a longer journey on one in the future. As always, let me know what you thought of the VR Pendolino in the comments, and for a look at another Nordic high-speed train, then click up here now to see Sweden's fastest ever train.
Cool stuff. I would say that's pretty cool stuff. I wonder what are the other high-speed trains that runs in Finland. I'm really curious, and definitely I want to know the price for a normal ticket, for a regular ticket that is not first class. Because first class, yeah, sure. I mean, it depends. If it's like 10 euro less, then sure, I will get the regular one. If it's like maybe a 5 euro difference, you also have free coffee, free drinks and everything, so definitely the first class is more convenient. Let me know in the comments, I'm really curious. And also let me know whether you already took this train before and what are your impressions of it. Come on, and remember, it's an Italian train and I'm Italian. No, that means I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon.